Welcome to the Guardianly Real Scam Stories podcast. I am so glad you're joining us today because we are going to dive into something that could seriously save you or someone you love a lot of money and a massive headache. We're breaking down a highly deceptive trap that experts refer to as the survey scam. Okay, let's jump right into this.
So, let me ask you, what would you do for a free car emergency kit? Sounds like a pretty great deal, right? Maybe you just have to click a few buttons and answer a couple of quick questions to get it. It feels like a completely plausible scenario, especially if you spend a lot of time on the road. And honestly, that contextual plausibility is exactly what makes this specific lure so incredibly dangerous.
To really understand how this works, let's meet a real person who got caught right in the middle of this trap. Meet Henry Dorfman. Henry is a kayaking guide, and he puts, about 20,000 miles a year on his truck just driving all across the country. Because he travels so much, his genuine, real-world need for an emergency roadside kit made him the absolute perfect target for the fraud we're about to explore.
Check this out. This is the exact email Henry received. It claims to be straight from AAA customer service. Now, AAA is a massive brand, serving over 60 million people. And this email, it looks incredibly legitimate, doesn't it? It's offering him this fantastic car emergency kit for simply taking a super quick survey. For Henry, this felt like a total no-brainer. I mean, it's an organization he knows, offering a product he actively needs.
Well, Henry didn't waste any time. Step 1, he knocked out the short survey. Step 2, at the very end, the site just asked for his credit card information to cover a tiny, basically negligible postage fee to ship this heavy kit. Seems like standard practice, right? But then, step 3, he gets an error message saying his card didn't work. Okay, weird. So what does he do? Step 4, he tries a second credit card. It was actually only after that second error message popped up that Henry started inspecting the website a bit closer and realized, oh no, this email wasn't actually from AAA at all.
The aftermath of this was just painful. As Henry told reporters, "I'm still kicking myself." Yeah, he quickly found fraudulent charges on both of the credit cards he had entered. He had to go through the absolute massive hassle of immediately canceling both cards and getting brand new ones issued. And remember, this happened to someone who just thought they were paying a few bucks for shipping on a well-earned reward.
So why does this trick work so well? Let's zoom out from Henry's story for a second. The whole psychology behind this trap relies on something called a compliance ritual. You see, the survey itself, it isn't the real payload. The criminals literally could not care less about your answers. These generic questions are purely designed to make the reward feel earned. By making you put in a little bit of effort, it naturally lowers your suspicion right before they hit you with that request for a shipping fee.
This whole thing brilliantly illustrates the modern survey scam blueprint. It's like a formula. It always starts with a familiar brand lure, followed by that short little survey. Then they pump up the urgent scarcity, like, hurry, only one left, or offer expires in minutes. Then comes the real trick, the shipping fee pivot. That small fee request is the exact pivot point where they steal your card numbers, or worse, trap you in hidden recurring monthly subscriptions.
And guys, it's really important to know that this isn't just an AAA issue. Not at all. Scammers are copying trusted brands at an industrialized scale right now. On the left, you see a fake Costco autumn giveaway, and on the right, a fake CVS pharmacy survey. They even spoof the Better Business Bureau. Criminals do this because they know we have a built-in, immediate trust for national brands. What's even crazier is how the lures themselves have evolved. We are way past the days of just seeing generic win-a-gift-card emails. Recent campaigns are using highly specific contextual lures. We're talking Yeti-style chairs, dash cams, Medicare kits for seniors, and even holiday meat boxes. That specificity makes the whole scam feel so much more plausible, especially if it hits your inbox right around the holidays or maybe after a doctor's visit. Now we have to talk about the staggering scale of this threat. $15.9 billion. Let that sink in. According to Federal Trade Commission data, reported consumer fraud losses climbed to an absolutely astonishing $15.9 billion in 2025 alone. And get this, research suggests less than 5% of mass-market fraud victims actually even bother to report it. So that massive $15.9 billion figure, that is literally just the floor.
So how is this reaching so many people? Well, while email is definitely still common, FTC testimony in 2026 revealed a huge shift. In 2025, text messages actually became the top reported contact method. And social media, that now drives the highest aggregate losses overall. Scammers absolutely thrive on these platforms because it just takes a single tap to open a landing page, and they can so easily clone a brand's comments and graphics.
And the impact this is having on older adults is particularly devastating. Reported fraud losses for people 60 and older rose to roughly $2.4 billion in 2024 alone. See, older adults are statistically much more likely to report losses on prize, sweepstakes, and lottery scams. That makes the whole "you want a free gift" survey trick a highly relevant, deeply dangerous threat to this specific demographic.
Okay, so how do we actually protect ourselves from this? Let's quickly go through some concrete tips from the Better Business Bureau and the FTC. First up, high-value rewards and reward-heavy language are massive red flags. Second, never ever click links in unexpected text messages. Just don't do it. Third, always verify by typing the company's URL manually right into your browser or use their official app. And finally, if you did accidentally pay that small fee, contact your bank immediately. Treat it as a completely compromised card, not just a minor annoyance. Here is the golden rule to remember. A legitimate survey wants your opinion. A survey scam wants your payment credentials. The survey is just the front door. So the next time an email offers you an incredible reward for just 2 minutes of your time, you really have to ask yourself, what is the real price of free? I truly hope Henry's story helps you spot these traps before they cost you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. If you found this information helpful, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this explainer with your family and friends so we can all stay safe. See you next time.